Alright, welcome back everyone that, saw the last one, and welcome to everyone that didn't. In the last video I showed that my stats are quite impressive. I've maxed out bow, sword, axe, strength, vitality, agility, and what I'm hoping to do when this one loads up on an earlier save is show you how I came about that. First thing I'm going to do is try and take out a guard. If I fail, then it's not going to work. But should I succeed, hopefully we'll get through the rest of this without any kind of disturbance to what we're doing. Okay, so first we have to get behind the guard without him noticing, which is not as easy as you think. It seems to have noticed me, so he's probably going to be aware, and when I try and knock him out, he's not going to have any of it, basically. Oh, no, got away with it. Let's hope Ganesh isn't watching, or someone else. Okay, so we need to... Okay, just messed that up as well. Was going to pick up the body, accidentally dropped it. And we're going to try and get him somewhere where he's not going to be noticed by the populace, who will then go screaming, guard, guard, guard. Okay, dropping him here. Looting him as quickly as possible, so we're just going to loot all. Then selecting something to stabify him with would be good. And once he is dead, which seems to be taking more stabs than I was hoping. Okay, dead. Put the sword away, please. Right, and we're going to try and get out of here without anyone seeing us anywhere near a dead body. Alright, next we're going to find our friend who we get in a later quest. Quick introduction to, and when he's got his basket is the easiest time normally. We will knock him out in the same way. Oh, one thing I do like to do first is, because we want somewhere private to do what we're going to do, open his door so we can get straight in. Alright, so going back, wait for him to load up some firewood. Now, because we've taken out that guard to steal the weapons from, we shouldn't get spotted when we kind of do something naughty again. Alright, so hopefully he's gonna pick up the basket now. Or not. Just bear with me. Last time this was a lot smoother. But that's always the way. When you're recording, it doesn't go the way to plan. I say always, this is my second video, so what do I know? Alright. Okay, so he's... Oh, no. Jerk. Last time he carried the basket to the other end. And it doesn't matter, we got him anyway. Alright, so I dropped the body again instead of picking it up again. This time we're going to pick it up. Going to hopefully get him into his house unnoticed. And then we're going to have our way with him. Okay, so drop. Close the door so we can get some privacy. Let's get his clothes off, because it's no fun if their clothes are on. And we're going to equip a bow and some arrows. Okay, so like I said, bow is probably the most important one to do quickly, because it's much harder to do out in the world. So as you'll see, there's a lot of sway on the bow normally. It doesn't draw very quickly when you're at an early level. It's basically not very helpful until you get it right up. So we're going to do this a number of times. And then because he's unconscious, we can loot him again. Look at that, all those levels went up. Steal all. And then we start firing again. Alright, now, I know I said we can get up quickly, but this does take some time. And if I had the editing software, I would fast forward it or something like that. But I promised I was going to do it all in one take, so this is going to be a long one. If I can get the editing software, I will use this, edit it down so that we can fast forward the bits where we're just repeating, and I'll upload a shorter one as well. In the meantime, thank you for bearing with me, but you get the general idea. This is what we keep doing, and Bo just keeps on leveling up. I've noticed that when you get to level 20, well, actually probably when you get considerably earlier than that, you get quite a bit of zoom on the bow, which I think would be very helpful to a lot of users whilst they're hunting or in tournaments. So it's a great skill to level up now, because it takes away a lot of kind of grinding later. This goes up much faster when you've got a stationary body that you can attack. It's the same as attacking a target. I've never really understood why you couldn't upgrade your bow by performing well on a target.
I'll have to get something to eat.
I'm an archer. I actually do have a bow and arrow. I have done target shooting. And oh my god, that didn't happen before.
Don't move a finger.
That's not good. Wasn't expecting that. Wow, an arrow to the neck and he's still going. Okay, that's another one. Oh gosh, this guy is...
Are you going to give yourself up?
Taking
or do
a
you
lot.
want to do...
Okay, so you're dead too. So far there have been no witnesses. He probably just heard something from outside. Like I said, did this last time, didn't happen. So I'm guessing this was more of a fluke. But I don't have a bounty. He hasn't told anyone, so hopefully it's not going to damage my reputation. I really do wish I had the editing software so I could fast forward this, because I'm kind of running out of things to say. Oh, while we're on the subject of things to say, you should check out Shaky Jakey 5. He has plenty to say, especially during his Rocket League rambles, where he waxes poetical, political, and everything in between. So again, Shaky Jakey 5, check him out. He's fun and funny. Alright, so we're still going, as you can see, still levels up. You can get all the way to level 20 in this quite quickly. Obviously, not 5 minutes, but give it 20 to 40 minutes, you should be able to get up to level 20. What I am going to do is loot the guard as well. Hopefully he's got a bludgeon or something. He does not, so I will hold off on that until later. What I wanted to do was get my mace level up, which I couldn't do before because the first guard doesn't carry a bludgeon. And that would be a nice little one to add to what I've already done. Okay, so getting hungry here. Getting hungry in real life, having a dinner. I did promise to get another video up tonight, so I'm doing that first. Okay. In a minute we're going to check what level we're on. I'm guessing at the moment it's 3 because I haven't really been keeping count. But we might be surprising and be, oh, that could be 4 or 5. Thinking 4, but if we're lucky, 5. We haven't really been lucky today. I mean, this has been absolutely awful. This morning, not this morning, the last night when I did this and then did the first video this morning, this had all gone without a hitch. I took out the guard very quickly, easily. I was very confident when I took down Ganesh, and not so much right now, really. But I'll raid Ganesh's kitchen. I mean, there's no reason that we should go hungry just because it's his food. He's practically dead. I don't think he dies at this point because there's a quest that involves him later, and I guess he has to be alive for that, so he doesn't die. And in fact, he doesn't run away from you later, so you can carry on stealthing him and you can actually max out your stealth against Ganesh as well. He comes in after a while and passes out on his bed. You can sneak up to him and knock him out stealthy wise in his living room, or you can take him out outside where we did before, because that first guard is gone. Obviously I can't change and shoot this guard because he's dead. You don't get any points for shooting a dead guy, but Ganesh, because he needs to be kept alive, is only unconscious, and therefore you will keep leveling up your bow, you will keep leveling up your sword if you use that, you'll level up your axe if you use that. What I'm wondering about is, what does a halberd count as? Can we halberd him a couple of times and see what happens? Is this doing anything? Oh, vitality's gone up. Is there a weapon skill attached? Doesn't really look like it at this point. Main level. Really hoping for mace, but I don't think it's coming. Alright, so I'm going to drop that. Going to show you sword quickly. Yeah, so my effectiveness isn't great, but who really cares, because he's not going to fight back. And look at that. Sword, warfare, agility, vitality, all just racing up. There we go again. Sword, like I said, out in the real world is a lot faster. You don't have to use it as much, and that's weird because it's probably one of the weapons you will use most. The ones that you might not use as much are bow, and that takes a lot more shots than this does stabs. So that sign's already gone away because we've got the stats. So we're doing well. Alright, I know I said it a few minutes ago, but Shaky Jakey 5 is the guy that asked me to do a couple of videos like this. So if you like the videos, just give him a check out. He's got some absolutely fantastic ones. He's hilarious, and he even has some surprises in some of his FIFA ones that are killingly funny. Just stabbing this guy.
Get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
It's going to take a while, but like you see, it just races up. Okay, so check the stats quickly. Combat, bow's already level 6, sword's already level 7, warfare's already level 5. We also got an axe from that first guy, so we can equip that, and then we can go from 0 to see how quickly we can get axe up. Alright. Oh, can't do unarmed because we can't reach. I explained that in the previous video. And every time I try and drop him on something, he seems to fall underneath it. So, can't prop him up or anything. Although, maybe if there's a dead guard here, we could pick him up, drop him on the card, he might stay up. Might give that a go in a minute. Okay, so axe is taking the wind out of me a lot faster than the sword was. Doesn't seem to be going up quite as quickly either. If anyone leaves a comment, wants a shout out, wants me to mention their channel, please feel free. If anyone sees videos like this that think I might be interested in, I'm kind of new to YouTube, haven't actually watched more than about 20 videos, and I think pretty much all of them were Shaky Jakey 5s, because he's pretty awesome. In case you hadn't guessed, actually do know Shaky Jakey 5. He's a good guy, we work together. And we do this kind of like a hobby thing. Again, very new to it, so sorry if I'm rambling a bit, but I'm just trying to fill the dead air. If you want to skip ahead, you can skip ahead. I'll show you that they have max stats on all of them before I finish, and I'm just going to basically be doing this for the next half an hour, just to get them all up. Give him a break. Not the dead guy, obviously. I mean, Henry. Poor Henry. He goes through so much. Oh, we could check our reputation while we're still in here. See if we've damaged it at all. Player reputation. Well, Scallops has gone down to 90, but we can get up from that from some clever trades anyway. If this guy had a cudgel, bludgeon, mace, something like that, I would actually keep this one, but considering I've already done as much as I'm going to from this, yeah, we don't need any of that. I'm just going to go back to my other save from after this. Okay, so still going with this. See where we got to the axe to now. So axe is already on 8. Like I say, this is the fastest way to level your stats up that I've found, although I have found a couple of other ways that are very similar, where you're just repeatedly attacking someone that doesn't die. In my first playthrough, I ended up in a fight with Runt, and I was using the swords, and the battle lasted about 20 minutes.
I'll have to get something to eat.
Before he actually
Starting to
hit
get
me, and
hungry.
in one hit, that was the end of it. But I had actually gotten my strength right up, my vitality right up, my agility, my sword. Tried it on my second playthrough where I actually had a bow, and I tried to get that up, but where he takes so long to draw the bow back, I got hit first time, and, well, didn't get any of that. So not as successful with the bow against Runt. I don't recommend it. And I'm wondering actually what it would be like fighting Runt when you already have max stats. I haven't attempted that yet. There are rumours that there is someone in Scallops you can wail on that doesn't die. What I found for unarmed was punching animals, like I mentioned in the other one. I beat the cows up when they're not around. Where I played through before, I killed the executioner to do what we have to do with him, and you don't have to kill the executioner, it's a choice. I ended up killing him and then just beating up his animals quite a bit. That got my unarmed right up after I had problems with Runt. Okay, so this is taking quite a long time. I am running out of things to say. If anyone posts in a comment any interesting new TV shows that are out, I'm looking for something to watch. I don't really watch a lot of YouTube, as I explained, but I will check out your channels if you comment. Like I say, I'm interested in finding like-minded people to become a circle of friends with, so just let me know. Did anyone who's watching this already play through and think, what about later on in the story and stuff like that? As I've said, I have found other things, and I will post other ways to boost your stats once you're out in the real world, although I'll have to do that on the one from the second playthrough, which is obviously not maxed out yet. This is the third playthrough. First one I've already deleted because we got, well, something happens in the story that I wanted to try and do something about. Alright, so check on the level. Level 8, like I said, takes some time. So you can imagine if you're trying to hunt rabbits and things like that, which are hard to hit, it's going to take a long time to get this sort of level up. What I said earlier about being an archer and stuff like that, and not understanding why they don't have your skill going up, because they say it's about the realism and stuff like that, but the skill should go up on target practice. I've done it myself. And if they want to talk about realism, why is it when you fire at rabbits and things, they don't run away? Not that I'm suggesting they should do that, because then it'd be nearly impossible to upgrade your bow skill other than this, but, you know, just throwing it out there. Alright, so that should put us up to level 9. I've just fired all my arrows. I thought I had 15. No, I only have 11 now. Oh, probably broke some when firing them at the guard. There's one on the floor there, so that might account for it. popped out. Amazingly resilient, this unconscious person. Oh, he's managed to break my arrow. What on the floor? That one's in one piece, so we're gonna have to steal that one. Ugh, sorry. There we go. Okay. Back to the grind. X. I will post some Skyrim ones. Most of the stuff I found on Skyrim about how to get better stats, better abilities and stuff like that have been rumour, and from being a long time player of the Elder Scrolls, I still remember when I got Morrowind. It was one of the first games I ever got that was on a DVD rather than a CD-ROM, or back in the day a floppy disk. I still remember when I first got Doom. It's embarrassing that it's been that long.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Okay. Obviously, won't let us select Ganesh for a stealth kill or anything like that, or a mercy kill, because he needs to be alive. So there's nothing we can do that will jeopardize the story or break the game, really. I am a bit surprised that I murdered a guard and I'm hacking up a villager and the guard walks in and sees it and didn't attack me straight away. I think he was just doing me for trespassing. But now he's dead and we don't have to worry about him. And it's good that it didn't affect our reputation by any more than that, because it means that we now know what happens if things go wrong. And it hasn't cost us much. But like I say, I'm going to go back to my later save where this all went off without a hitch, and I'm not going to worry about it because I have a good reputation there. 100. Great for trades. Alright. I should get some like music to play over the top or something so you don't have to listen to me. Oh, is that another broken one? Disappointing.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get
Really
hungry.
want to get to the bit where you can see the zooming in bit for the bow, because it's actually quite dramatic, well, quite drastic. I don't know. It's good, and it does more than I would have thought for a game that prides itself on its realism. I thought maybe they would have made the aiming slightly easier by adding a crosshair at like level 20 or something. Given that the perspective is actually off for a bow anyway. Not to mention, he's gonna ruin his hand if he keeps firing the arrows off the top of it, because it hurts. Okay, still quite a lot of sway there. I'll see what level we're at, and you can see that it's still, as you see when he's drawing it, it's still swaying quite a bit. At I think level 18 it zooms in quite a lot and there's pretty much no sway at all, even when you're holding it back for a while. It's yeah, but see, bow takes a long time. I bet you we can overtake sword in about 2 seconds. Not literally. Let's get the sword out. That's not a sword. Although, I do like the way the axe swings around. Nice arcing motion. Shaky Jakey 5, big fan of Vikings. Likes axes. Played Elder Scrolls Online with him. He seemed to be a fan of the double axe. Okay, so this looks more like a sword. I don't have any sword training or anything like that, so I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure that's a sword. Sword up again. Let's catch our breath. I probably should have eaten something before coming in. I mean, I was practically starving when I knocked him out. And given how long this is going to take, I probably should have eaten dinner first. Okay, so sword is now caught up with bow. It is so much faster. I don't understand. And there you go, sword's overtaken bow already. That should have us on level 10 for sword. I might go grab a snack. Not me, I mean Henry. Because it looks like it's going to affect his stamina and stuff like that. There you go, sword up to 11. Agility's up a bit. Let's go grab a snack quickly. You don't mind if we raid your kitchen, do you? Just say yes if you mind. Oh, you don't mind? Okay. Alright, so eat from pot. Look at that. We're not hungry anymore. Oh, but I did forget to close the door again. Let's hope no one's walked past. Pretty sure no one did. Well, these two look like they've been up to something. Oh. Sorry. We'll run down the stamina, we'll switch back to bow. Switching the weapons gives you a chance to kind of catch up on the stamina and stuff. So, if you want to just keep it up, it doesn't really make it any faster, obviously, but if you want to feel like you're still doing stuff, it's not bad. I'm pretty sure everyone by now has got the idea and is thinking, oh, shut up and let's just get on. So, like I said, I don't mind if you skip for a while. I'll just show you the proof at the end. But this is about it, and it's going to be a long video otherwise. Like I said, if I can get editing software for the right price and quickly enough, I'll just upload a shorter version where we fast forward it as soon as you've seen each of the weapons, and I might show one later that just shows me boosting the sneak against Ganesh, because it'll get you sneak level 20 before leaving Skalitz as well, which would be very helpful for things like pickpocketing, lockpicking, just whatever you need to do, man. Alright, so did we notice the bow went up recently? I didn't. And I would watch TV in the background, but I don't know what the rules on YouTube are if there's the sound from something else going, so I guess you're stuck with my voice for now until I familiarise myself with the rules. There you go, bow's up again. It's now been about 28 minutes that I've been doing this. Stats are for stats probably quite near max, and for combat the skills obviously more than halfway. Yeah, 13, 15, 16. Oh, level 20 for vitality already, wow. Okay. And there's another one for agility. Woohoo! I'm succeeding at something. I love these mini achievements. Well, they're not really achievements, but, you know, they just let you know that you're doing something right. It's gratifying. I'm just going to say again, in case anyone is still listening, although I somewhat doubt it, please check out Shaky Jakey 5. He's a good friend, he's a good man, he's a good YouTuber, he makes funny videos, and he deserves the views. they're not like this, obviously. I've got one of those funny minds that just likes to find the flaws in things, and so I like to do these glitchy ones and tell people about them. Jake likes to just have fun playing, and it's fun to watch because he genuinely enjoys it. This sort of thing is a grind. It gets annoying after a while, but it's, like I say, my third playthrough, and it's pretty much all I've got left is to look for things that aren't part of the story and stuff. I've really enjoyed Kingdom Come Deliverance. I think it's been a great game. I may play it again. I've tried doing various things differently, and that's great. You can have all the different options that I liked in, like, Bethesda games and things like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, because you've got moral choices and things you can make on how you play your character and stuff. Particularly on Fallout. In Fallout 3, I have achieved maximum evil, maximum good, and managed to stay completely non-partisan. I played Fallout 3 in its entirety a number of times. I've had it on Xbox, and obviously I'm a bit of a fan of PlayStation, so I've had it on that as well. I've had, let's see, Skyrim on PS3, PS4, and on Xbox One. I think I had it on Xbox 360 as well, actually. So Bethesda, keep up the good work. I understand that you're not really keen on the idea of doing an Elder Scrolls 6, I think it is, because you don't want to be the company that just does that, but you do it so well. I doubt anyone from Bethesda is going to hear this, but we love you. Alright, and also you'll notice that normally when you shoot like animals and stuff, you don't get the arrows until they're dead, so you can't boost your skill much where he's unconscious, and you can loot unconscious people and dead people. While he's unconscious, you can keep looting the stolen arrows back, because they're stolen anyway. You're stealing them and they're replacing them, so you don't run out. So you got like an infinite supply of arrows while you do this. Then just make sure you take them with you at the end. Alright, I'm going to take a vote now. Who wants to see some axe? Who wants to see some sword? And who wants me to carry on with the bow? Looks like the bow wins. Well, I didn't see any hands for axes or swords. Alright, level up on bow again. As you can see, he's zooming in considerably more than he was at the beginning. He is swaying considerably less. I mean, we're holding it back now, so it's, you know, depleting the stamina, so it should be shaking more and more. It's not doing a drastic amount, considering when you first started it's like this. But yeah, so it's a good one to at least get started here. You don't have to stay and max it right out, but you know, get it past level 5, get it past level 10, whatever feels right to you. Would have maybe been nice to have seen perks that zoomed in rather than just having it automatically zoom in or stuff like that, like a perk that would allow you to zoom in more on your bow or something, so you get a choice as to how your bow adapts, maybe a faster draw, but it does everything anyway. I would have made level 20 have a perk of being able to have a little crosshair on screen or something like that, but that might take away from the realism. So they've done what they've done, and it works anyway. So without trying to change the subject too much, anybody like sports? Because Shaky Jakey 5 does a lot of FIFA videos. Keep your eye out for Shaky Jakey 5. And I'm going to plug his name one more time. Shaky Jakey 5. Spelled as you'd expect it. Shaky Jakey 5. The number, all one word. If I could edit it, I'd put interlude or something like that here. Play some music over the top. I understand that YouTube's got some of those ones you can add that are public domain, but I don't know how yet. Like I said, very new. Anyone wants to tell me, post a comment, I'll get in touch. Okay, so bow's gone up again. Let's see what level we're at. Let's combat bow. Like I said, very slow, still level 14. Let's see if we can beat that with the sword again. Okay, stabby stabby. I didn't mention there are perks for agility, vitality and stuff like that. They may save you some stamina or something like that, or make it easier to boost. I just don't know. I haven't started looking at that yet. I probably should, but I don't want to waste your time looking at my stats when what you really want to see is this get to the end. Okay, so 36 minutes now, and sword must be 13. Did anyone notice that went up once or twice? Axe is 11, I think, and as we saw, bow was on 14. See, axe looks much better when it's swinging around. Okay. Let's do the axe for a while. Because why not? I can do what I want. Okay, at 40 minutes, I'm going to take another look at my stats, see what we've done in 40 minutes. Bear in mind, we did have to knock out the guard, Ganesh. We took a snack break. And I think earlier on I estimated that getting them all up to 20 would take 90 minutes. I don't think it's going to take that long. Let's see. I do have 2 children as well, which is why sometimes if my voice gets quieter, it's because I'm hearing noises and I'm worried they're going to be getting out of bed, so I'm partly listening out for them. Great little kids, but a bit mischievous. And they do need their sleep because it's a school night. Alright, going to switch back to the bow for a time, because, like I say, that's my most important one right now, where you want a nice round 20 before we finish. Anyone that's already played through once and done the tournaments and stuff, can you imagine how much easier it is if you've got this motion going on? Look at the grouping. I know I'm very close to him, but if you've got this sort of motion going on, it's far easier to win and make other people that I won't name look like, well, I'll use a harsh word for it, buttholes. Not naming any names again. Keep on. Who said that? Alright. He does have a lovely draw, look. I actually haven't been to archery in a while. I probably should go again. I normally have to be with my kids, but I suppose one day in the not too distant future I could get a babysitter. I'm supposed to have a bowling night with Shaky Jicky 5 soon. Unfortunately I'm not going to be able to make it. So as sort of a make it up to him, could you all check out his channel, make him feel good, leave him some love on his comments, maybe subscribe if you think he's as funny as he is, or as funny as I think he is, sorry. Forgive me, I'm going on about 2 hours sleep a night for the last 3 weeks, so the thing in my head that generates the things that people say, not working so great. But we don't moan, except for just now. Alright, so on and on it goes. We're at 40 minutes. I promise we'd look at the skills. Axe 13, Warfare 14, Bow 14, Sword 14, 20, 16, 18, 17. So in under an hour, I reckon it will be, we will have maxed out agility, vitality, what's the other one? The one that allows you to lift stuff and stuff, strength. And that will all be useful. What we probably won't have maxed out in an hour is bow, axe and sword. If we were focusing on one of them, yes, probably. But as we're trying to do all three, it's not so likely. Do forgive me if my accent gets annoying or anything like that. I was raised in the States, but I am actually English. I came back to England when I was still in the single digits. I still sometimes slip into the American accent. I use the wrong words sometimes, which everyone here criticizes me for, but they feel like the right words to me. I am stunned that this guy has taken so much damage and still breathes. Though he doesn't look a lot like he's breathing. And it's hard to imagine him breathing with a whole bunch of arrows in his chest. But he is, because the sign says unconscious. And let's all have a round of applause for Kanesh, the human punching bag. Although we haven't punched him yet, because as I explained, I can't seem to get him high enough to reach. I tried all kinds of things. I tried sticking on him on his step, I tried sticking him on his bed, just wasn't having any of it. I've tried dropping him against a wall, but you can't do that. I would love to be able to have all of those stats maxed out before leaving Scalus, just for the achievement of it, you know, just be able to say, look, wow. Not that you really need it. I mean, you can boost all these stats in the world easy enough. You have plenty of opportunities to fight in combat pens and stuff like that. Like I said, the only one that really you can't boost rapidly out there is the bow, which is why I've been going on about it being the most important. And look at how much he's zooming in. Look, I'm looking at practically the end of the arrow now, instead of the string. Okay, out of arrows again. We have lost more. Okay, what would have been nice is if that other guard had been considerate and brought us some arrows to steal from him after we killed him. But you know, some people only think about themselves. Oh, I did hear a rumour that there is a way to duplicate a certain sword. I don't know what it is, but I am going to try and find out. I do know where it's supposed to happen, I just have no idea how. But I'll take a look around. If I figure it out, I'll share it with you. If anyone knows where there's a video of it, post it in the comments. I will let you all know where that is, rather than doing a video myself. Or I might do a video myself just to see if it works, and so I can say, yeah, this works, and this is the channel you can find the original on. Just, you know, for peace of mind. I don't want to say it works if it doesn't. Alright, so still going. And Herbalism 14, like I said in my previous video, Herbalism is a good one to get up quite early because you then start picking up strength. Bow's now on 16. Like I said, on 18 it's barely moves at all. As you can see, I'm holding it for a while, it's not swaying too much. So 45 minutes now, level 16 bow, and let's face it, at 16 this is clearly probably more than you need for the rest of the game. But I've made certain promises to people that I can prove you can get them all to 20, except for unarmed, which I have already mentioned. Although, if you want, you can do what I suggested earlier in the video, stealth, knock people out that are walking around the perimeter, and then beat on a cow for a couple of times, and then wait for people to come. You know, they come in patterns, so you get a pretty good idea of when they intersect and when they don't. You only really want to take out one and then punch a cow, or you could end up taking one out and people seeing you. So you get a feel for it first. What I normally do is just knock one out, look behind me, run to the next one, see if anyone's coming, and then punch the cow twice. Then I leg it until the person wakes up, because I don't want people finding me standing over an unconscious person. Alright. When we get to 17, I'm going to switch back to sword. Like I said, could probably finish bow off in under an hour then, given that we've got sword and axe to halfway already, and we're only at 47 minutes. But I am going to see how long it takes me to do them all, so I will be switching as soon as that says you level to bow or whatever it is. Again, I checked my views on the last video earlier. I was really pleased that I hit 100 on my first video. Might not sound like a lot when I've seen that others that come up on the home thing have 50,000, 100,000, probably some in the millions. I don't know. Like I said, not really an experienced YouTuber, and I've lied to you because I said I was going to switch to a weapon after getting to bow up another level. So let's get this up a few. As you can see, as you use the weapons, as it's designed, they get easier. You take more swings before you run out of stamina and stuff like that. It's, you know, a good game. You got new perks appearing. I don't know what they are for axe. I haven't really paid it much attention, although I have maxed it out before. I just don't really use the axe a lot. Do quite often use a sword and shield in the main game, or a bow, and even though I used a bow for as much as I could when playing the first one, playing it through the first time, obviously not the first one, this is the first Kingdom Come Deliverance as far as I know, although I used a bow for as much as I could, I didn't max it out in the whole of the first playthrough. And that was, you know, quite a lot of hunting there. What I might do is release my PSN ID so that people can see the trophies that I've got. You'll see that there is a lot of hunting and thieving going on. I do tend to play nearly every game as a thief, which I think I probably do because in reality I'm quite an honest person. I guess it's just, you know, because it's supposed to be escapism anyway. brings out the evil side of me. I am Dr. Evil and Mr. Hyde. Okay, come on. Right, get this one down and go back to bow. Take a couple of shots. I have said I'm going to stop plugging Shaky Jakey 5, but I am going to mention his name in the video as many times as it takes for people to listen and start watching his channel. He's funny, he's a good friend, he loves video games, and would probably be up for, because he likes things like Rocket League and stuff as well, would probably be up for doubling up with people that commented on his videos or something like that and wanted to have a go. You could all actually be in the videos with him, and you get to hear firsthand what a funny fella he is. We have considered another friend of ours that we sometimes all play together, maybe running a series of videos where you'll see 3 different videos of the same thing. Maybe a heist in GTA, or Elder Scrolls mission, something like that, where you get to see everyone's own perspective and run a little series that way. I think it sounds like an interesting idea, and there's been some interest, but we'll see what happens. This is going to be a long video, 51 minutes at the moment. Thank you for bearing with me if anyone's still watching. If you have skipped and gotten to this point, I'm still going to thank you. And if you've gone, well, I know what the deal is now, I don't really need to see the rest of this, then, you know, thank you for watching the first bit. I do appreciate comments, because they let me know that people are actually watching and it's not just, you know, friends that are just refreshing the video or something, which would be really disappointing to find out now that I've gone through all this. But yeah, leave a comment if you're inspired. If anyone has seen other videos where they've done this, by all means, post links to it. It's probably been done better by someone else, and I'd you know, be very happy to help out anyone else's channels. Alright, there's another level in bow, so we must be on what, 18 now? Okay, so going to switch to sword quickly. Okay, so 53 minutes. Let's see if we can get this one maxed. I wonder what happens with the guard that's left in here. Do we have to get rid of him too? I mean, if Ganesh comes back and finds a guard, it might be different to just him not attacking us. Might be a good idea to get rid of the guard if he does walk in on you. Not really sure what you would. Probably before Ganesh wakes up, take him back to where I dumped the other guard. You know, because I mean, loot him first if you want to, but it's going to be a lot of stuff. Maybe loot him, dump his stuff in Ganesh's trunk, and then loot Ganesh's trunk. When you've got more time to escape. And by escape, you probably don't need to make a very quick getaway. Basically, you just want to go back to your trunk, dump the stuff in there. No one's going to buy the stolen stuff here. You can't. Time doesn't pass at this point, so it's not going to lose its stolen status unless it's food. Food you can cook, and as far as I can tell, loses its stolen status once it's cooked. and obviously there's lots of fires around here that you can cook food on, so steal all the food you want. I have done it for a number of people that I've knocked out when going to beat up cows. I steal the keys to their houses and raid their larders, then I cook it, and then I take it to the shop and sell it, or sell it to the trader in the street. So I've picked up most of the groschen in town already. Guards are the only ones I haven't really done, but we're going to need them later, so try not to kill too many guards. Alright. So, sword goes up one more level, we'll take a look, and hopefully we'll be able to get Bart from there. 55 minutes at this point. I don't know if I've maxed out all the vitality, agility, strength that I said I was going to, but again, we'll take a quick look. Alright, there we go. So skills, sword is on 19, one more level we're done, so we'll continue with that. Then let the axe take over. Warfare's on 17 at this point. Only agility needs to go up another one. And I'm getting hungry again. Oh, Henry, you only think with your stomach, eh? Warfare's up there, so that's going to be on 18 now. Do I have any food on me? I bet I don't. Oh, I've got a carrot that's stolen. Let's eat that. Be quiet, tummy. You might have noticed in the last video, if you watched it, that I did say "Mummy Dearest" in reference to my mother. That was supposed to be playful, not kind of creepy or wet. Okay, so that should be sword 20, just to check, and all our strength, agility, vitality is at 20, swords at 20 in under an hour, like I said, and see if we can put axe on that list as well. Okay, so 57 minutes, so as promised, I am a man of my word. I'm not even sure there's a hitting him at this point. Hello, am I too far away? There we go, it's hitting him, that's good. I might flip these two over and see if I can hit Kanesh, if I can get him on top of the guard. I mean, the guard landed on top of him, so maybe we can get him on top of the guard. Okay. Oh, what's that? Is that 58 minutes yet? Okay. So axe is on. Oh, I've forgotten already. Was it 17 or 18? Alright, let's take a quick look. Axe is now on 18. 2 more levels in 2 minutes. Do you think we could do it? We'll give it a go. I don't know if I mentioned this before with the sword. Stabbing uses less stamina. I don't know if it runs off how hard the hits are or how many hits they are for the XP to go up. So you're probably better off with the stabbing motion. But like I said with the axe, I do like that swinging motion. Alright, so is that 19 now? Okay, got about 50 seconds left to beat a minute. Yeah, 19. Okay. Wow, probably not going to beat an hour for all those stats, sword and axe. Unless you weren't doing bow. But like I said, bow is actually the most important, so it's the one we do have to make sure we get to. At this point, I'm guessing it's going to be about 110 minutes, sorry, an hour and 10 minutes, maybe a bit longer. Maybe a bit shorter. I don't know. I'm really bad at estimating these things. Okay, so that's it. Level 20 on the axe in just under an hour. Axe, sword, vitality, agility, and strength all 20. Okay, see, boom. And that's an hour. So anyone who thought I couldn't talk for an hour with nothing to say, you were wrong. I was right. I can. So my mouth's getting a little dry as well. I should probably get a drink, maybe something to eat. Let's just get this bow done. Look, see, Henry's hungry too. He's like, I want to go back to Mum and say, Ma, I'm hungry. Right. Did anyone notice how many levels we had left on the bow? Were we on 18? Like I said, 18. Pretty steady. Holding this for a good long time. It's not moving too much. And it zooms in plenty. So you could leave at this point without a problem. Again, man of my word, said I'd show you how to get to level 20, and I'm going to do it. Okay, anyone that skipped ahead to this point, thank you for sticking with me there. I don't mind that you skipped it. Like I said, I wish I could have done a fast forward version, but it'll come later if I can. Alright, I did say I was going to do all this in one take so that people wouldn't be like, well, did he really? That's why it's been done like this. I apologise to anyone that's actually managed to sit through this for an hour. If you have and you're not asleep, congratulations. If you have but you are asleep, then can you let us know? Because, you know, lots of people out there have trouble sleeping, and if this video helps, then I'll feel good. I could have probably watched a movie by now. Can anyone recommend a good movie? Alright. Ah, I just realised I could go and watch Arrow. Henry is a hungry boy. I play SingStar sometimes with my kids. If you want to hear that, we could do a little video, but I don't recommend it unless you have, you know,
I have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get
really
hungry.
bad sense of pitch. Although I don't think anyone's got a pitch bad enough to actually want to hear that. But I will. If you make me, just post a comment. I have said that I will take suggestions for any of the games I have. I said I've got GTA, I've got Skyrim. Not all of them will be tutorials. Some of them will just be funny bits, but I definitely have some help to offer to people that play Skyrim. It's not a very hard system to figure out, just like this one. Well, if you've got a mind for these sorts of things, you've probably already thought of it, so you won't need to. But if you want to watch anyway, just to see if it still works or something, I will be playing with the most up-to-date patch and proving that these things still work. Alright, level 19 must be right around the corner. There we go. One more to go. We've got 7 minutes to do it in. I reckon we can manage that. I don't know if I have any saviour snaps. Because I have a save from after this, and I'm not really sure if I go back to a previous save and save it differently, will it overwrite the other one, or what happens in that case? It's not something that's come up for me before, because I was just thinking I could rob this dead guard and keep all his stuff too. Then again, my second playthrough, I do have 13,000 groschen, and I haven't started the main quest yet. I've done the prologue. But that's 13,000 groschen and what's the horse's name? Alberac, the one that costs about 2,000 from Neuhoff. Oh, and for anyone that's struggling with money, as you get with these trading based games, if you can haggle and there's a buy and sell for the same price, like Nettles are, you can make a few groschen off that. You don't really need to, as you can tell, if I've got 13,000 groschen and a horse that costs 2,000, it's not that hard to make money. Alright, 105. Guessing about halfway through level 19. You could take a quick look, I guess. See how far through we are. About halfway through level 19. Wow, I'm better at estimating than I thought I was. So I'm thinking this should be just about enough time to finish by 1 hour and 10. Maxing out all the stats I promised you I would, which is better than my earlier guess of about 90 minutes. Oh, I could go for a pizza. Yeah, if you want to post a comment saying you like pizza, just do that. Like I said, always happy to hear from anyone that's watched. Didn't get many comments on my last video, so like I said, not really sure different people watched it. As far as I can tell, I did post a quick blast on Facebook for it, so for all I know it's just people rewatching it from there or something. Don't use Facebook a lot, but I was not getting the views and I wanted to. I have also resurrected my Twitter account, which I didn't use much and haven't used in nearly 3 years, but I have resurrected it because it shares a name with this one. Okay, so that's it, level 20. Hour and 6 minutes, hour and 7 minutes, sorry. We've gotten to the max level in vitality, agility, strength. We're on 18 for main level. We've gotten axe and bow and sword to 20, and we're at level 19 on warfare. So that's not bad going. I mean, in under 1 hour and 10, we can see what happens if I loot this guy and dump him somewhere. I should have enough space in my inventory because, well, we've got a lot of strength now. I'll take him away so that Ganesh doesn't get suspicious. I don't mind about the broken arrow, we can leave that. Well, I'm not going to be able to open the door. Okay, let's dump him, see if we can get away with that. Oh, I did figure out I said I was going to try and get Ganesh on top of him. What's going on? I'm looting, not dropping. Alright, let's close this door again. See if we can get Ganesh on top. If we can't, we'll... no, he's... Wow! That is... Wow. Ganesh. No. What are you doing to that guy? Alright. You're a bad boy. Naughty. Ugh, gotta open the door again. Alright. Sorry for faffing around, like I said, going off very little sleep. Let's get this guy out of here. See if we can get him over there without being noticed. This is for your peace of mind, not mine. Like I said, I'm going to go to a later save, I expect. But if I can get away with it, I might save this one too. If we can, because like I said, I used the save your snaps on a later save, so don't really know if it qualifies. It would also be interesting to see if that guard has gone yet.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting
Looks
to
like
get
he's
hungry.
still there. So we're going to have a couple of naked guards behind the bunkhouse that maybe just killed each other. I don't know. You naughty fellas. They went out the way they would have lived, in each other's arms. Alright, so head back to Ganesh's one more time. See See if we can do all this in an hour and 20. Stab him again, just to make sure he doesn't wake up. Alright. And again. Don't like that guy much. And we're going to... no, not that one. Don't think it's this one either. But we're just looking to nick all his quest stuff. What does kind of make me sad is that there's no way to get a lockpick in Skeletons that I can see. On my first playthrough I kind of thought I did, but I guess I probably didn't. But if anyone does know a way to get lockpick, I'd be very interested to hear it. Let's take all this stuff to the trunk and then call it an end of the video. I'm not going to show you me getting food or anything like that. You will see that I've got some other stuff in here that I shouldn't have, or that I don't have in here because it's on the other save. I'm starting to get confused with all this time travel. Okay, so I want to get rid of the broken stuff in case there's an issue with them thinking I've been naughty. I have enough groschen in case I'm in trouble for trespassing, not if I'm caught stealing, or for brawling, which I think are about 200. Get rid of all this heavy stuff. I do, have a couple of kits as well from where I've done some trades, so I could actually probably repair some stuff here and get my maintenance up. But the easiest way to max your maintenance I'll show you later. And you can actually still do that while you're in Skalitz. As I said, you can actually get your stealth up by knocking out Kaneshkin again, because he doesn't get angry, especially if you can do it in his house where people can't see. But like I say, we'll do another video. Alright, the next ones won't be as long. Thank you very much for staying with me if you're still here. If you skipped ahead to this point, go back a little bit so you can see the results. Alright, I will not do a video again tonight because it's pretty late already, but I might do one tomorrow if I can find the time. Alright, thank you very much for sticking with us, and enjoy the game.